10 years ago, I had a thing where I was dealing with depression and anxiety. Um, at that point in my life, I it was super dark. Um, I felt like at that time in my life, like everything was against me. I feel like I wasn't really succeeding the way I wanted to. I feel like I was in a lost, deep, dark place. And I could remember my sister, I crying out to my sister and telling her how I feel. And like, I feel like I was being left out. I feel like I was a failure. Um, and I was just about like coming out of school, high school, and I felt like everyone else was doing so much better than me, and I wasn't in a right space at the time, mentally, emotionally, and physically and spiritually. And so God allowed me to move spaces in schools, and He allowed me to move in churches. And so I was blessed to be under Dr. Miles Monroe's teachings, and he had actually helped me mentally to fully give my life to my passions and to find fruit and to find freedom in what I love to do. And I'm like, okay, God, here you are in this moment. Help me find what I love to do. And I'm always gifted in my hands, but at the time, I was trying to make sure that what I had prepared, or like what I had envisioned, was something that God would want me to do. And so it's like, okay, makeup, beauty was that thing, you know. Although I had other choices to follow in my path of career choices, I felt like, okay, I wanted to make sure that this is something that I would love to do for the rest of my life. And so I felt like makeup was that, and it brought freedom to me, because I had connections with my clientele, and they brought newness to my mind, and it helped me to feel confident in myself, and I was able to share with them the light and bringing everything full circle. And I'm like, okay, thank you, God. I see what you're doing in my life. And so 10 years later, here I am struggling with depression and anxiety as I had 10 years before. And I'm like, God, why am I here? How did I get at this point? I know I had fought this battle before. And so I'm like, let's understand the why in this moment. Let's come back home. Let's understand why you're feeling this way, and understand the message in the mess. And so it took me to a long place to get to that moment of, okay, this is what it is, and this is where you need to go, you know. And so I prayed, and thankfully I had learned how to fast through Dr. Miles Monroe before I had passed, and so that helped me as well to become alive and to feel life again and to enjoy life again and to not overthink things. And my family is key. Yeah, my family had helped me to understand, that you're not alone in this. My friends as well, you're not alone in this. You can get out of this. And so with that and prayer, I find that I found the light. And with everything that I have overcome, even with my relationships, my relationships wasn't the best, but in all things, the good and the bad, through them I have learned, and I've come to find myself. I've learned to come to find that everything that I had to go through was for a test and for a message and for a testimony for other people to find freedom and be the light in the darkness and hold on to God's hand. So if you're challenged today and facing the same things and going through the same emotions over and over again, yes, you're going through that right now, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. There's hope, there's peace, and there's freedom.